Sandy Hook Facts. I am your host and researcher, C.W. Wade. It seems various hoaxer theories go on a cycle. The cycle is a hoaxer puts forth an absurd theory, that theory gets debunked, that theory fades away, then down the road another hoaxer will revive that theory, even though it's already been debunked. One of the issues that's been debunked in the past, basically been revived of late, are the Room 10 aluminum frame shots. The final report is clear. The shots came from inside Room 10, went through that window in the window frame, and hit into some cars in the parking lot. They recovered the rounds. They recovered the rounds from inside the car. They analyzed the frame. And it's a conclusive finding. Their findings match my own experience with shooting. Now, most people are not familiar with weapons, so they don't know what a bullet does when it hits them. They're not familiar with how metal reacts to rounds. Now, recently, Joe Jones put out a video and entitled it, "Metal Does Not Splash Like Water." So I watched his video and I put the search term exactly as he said in the video, which was to Google, put in the term bullet holes through metal, just like he said to do, and I looked at the exact same images that he talked about. One of the images he talked about was this image. So let's listen to Joe talk about this image.
Here's two more. Here's a steel plate where a couple of bullets came through the metal. You can see the flaring on the exit side of the metal and a couple of dimples that the bullet didn't completely penetrate the metal. Here are bullets that, well, these are stickers basically, but it's the same thing. Well, these are stickers basically, but it's the same thing.
So I thought that image needed a little bit more investigation. Click Visit Page. I click View Image to look at it a little closer, and I click Visit Page. That page brought me to what appears to be a blog post called Steel Penetration of 223 Bullets. So we are right where we need to be. So I looked at the picture, and there was the picture that Joe Jones discussed in this video. Here's the view from the back of the plate, and those are indeed exit holes and two holes where it did not penetrate. But what he didn't do was look at the front of the plate. So this is the front of the plate. You can see where the ridge is formed, that it is indeed mushroomed out, or we'll call it a splash now. Thank you for that term, Joe. So I look down the page, and it shows a side view, which almost exactly matches my own findings. And as you can see, there is indeed the splash on both sides. That wasn't the most interesting thing I found. As you scroll down, there is a comment from somebody, and it says, Curziad has published super slow motion videos on what happens when rifle bullets like these hit steel plates. That sounds interesting, so let's take a look.
It does not splash like water and leave a splash of metal to the outside of where the bullet penetrated. I'm tired of these lies. Please wake up, America.
This is a live leak video. And you can see as the rounds hit the steel, there is literally a splash, just like water. You can see why the ridge is formed, the mushrooming that goes on as a bullet enters the steel plate. I don't have slow motion cameras. I could never capture this, but they did. It absolutely shows splashes just like water. And so I'd like to thank you, Joe, really blame Joe or anybody else who doesn't really know weapons, because it's counterintuitive that this happens when a round hits metal. But nonetheless, Joe made the claim. He's wrong. And his own links debunk him. I'd like to thank you, Joe, because had you not made your video, I would have not found this video that shows the splash effect of a bullet going through metal. And it looks exactly like water. It's amazing. That's all I got for you, just a quick debunking of hoaxers, thanks to Joe Jones.